this is bizarre. I don't know whether I can play the clip of Ron DeSantis on Newsmax last night with Eric Bolling. This thing is getting so weird. Apparently, let me just say this diplomatically. I mean, I'm mindful that this is a family program, and, I don't know how edgy this is or not. Ron DeSantis and his team have adopted a strategy of criticizing Trump's refusal to go to the debates and saying that he lacks a certain part of the anatomy, and I don't know whether I can air it or not. I don't know. Can I say it? Can we say the word? I mean, it's a slang for testicles. I guess you can say it, right? Eric's very nervous about it. Tracy is like, well, of course we can. Let's take a quick straw poll. If you've heard about this, apparently DeSantis's team is attacking Trump for not going to next week's debate in Miami. We'll be there, by the way, with pre- and post-debate coverage, and the debate itself will be carried along many of the radio stations you're listening to right now. But, of course, Trump, being so far ahead in the polls, doesn't really want to go to the debates because he doesn't feel he needs to. It's just going to become a slugfest against him, and he's like, hey, I'm above that. I'm above the fray. So DeSantis is doing something clever, something about golf balls. And they're doing a double entendre, saying that Trump won't bring his golf balls with him. I have golf balls, says Ron DeSantis, and I'll be at the debate, but Trump lacks the golf balls to go to the... I mean, I don't know. Can I play this or not? Let's take a quick survey. I guess the survey question, and we'll do a lightning rod, 1-800-655-MIKE is the PhD weight loss and nutrition phone number. Is the slang for testicles okay with you hearing that on this show? Yes or no? Do you not want to hear Ron DeSantis say it? Because he comes right out and says it. He uses the slang right off the bat on Newsmax last night. So I don't know. I've never really been confronted with asking myself whether I should air a presidential candidate's slang word that has become part of his campaign. So let's just take a quick poll. 1-800-655-MIKE. Already people are texting me, yes, 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 yes. Already got 4 yeses. But let's take some, where's my William Tell there, Eric? There it is. 800-655-MIKE. Yes or no? Do you want to hear, is it okay to play Ron DeSantis using a slang for testicles? I mean, you know what it is. It's not like I can bleep it, but let's find out. 800-655-MIKE. Colorado texted me, Eric, we must have all the information. Well, I don't know. As a broadcaster, we're not sure. Is this word airable or not? And it does speak to how nasty this campaign is getting. All right, let's go. 800-655-MIKE. Line 2, yes or no? Should we air DeSantis' cut or not?
Yes. If he wants to degrade himself, yeah.
All right, 800-655-MIKE. Line 3, should we air the slang for testicles or not that Ron DeSantis used, Indiana?
Yes, the ball's in your court, Mike.
The ball is in my court. That's true. And if you don't like it, I'm going to take my ball and go home. David in California, do you want to hear what DeSantis said or not?
Play ball, Mike.
Yes, sir. Play ball. You know what I do? I call balls and strikes on this show. I used to be an umpire, as a matter of fact. Remember that. 800-655-MIKE, Jacksonville, Florida. How about you? Do you think I should play it?
Joe, Mike, you tell Ron to stop making a testicle of himself.
That's a spectacle, ma'am. That is a spectacle, madam. You got that? You said that wrong. David in Michigan, what do you think? Should we air the clip or not? David, that's you. Go ahead.
No,
No? Why not?
because it's not worth it.
It's not
He's nothing, DeSantis.
Oh, he's
not
nothing.
worth it.
Well, but if you don't like DeSantis, some people will think this reflects very badly on him. Cynthia in Ohio, what do you think, Cynthia? Should we play it or not?
Definitely.
Definitely. All right. And Don in Orlando. Don, should we play it or not? Don, should we play this?
Trump and Haley's the ticket, and let's get going.
All right, let's get going. Thinks we should play. All right, let's go ahead and play it, Eric. Here's the clip. This was Ron DeSantis. Now, of course, there's been the Bootgate controversy. People were literally wondering if Ron DeSantis has lifts in his cowboy boots and why does he wear the boots and blah, blah, blah. And so DeSantis is punching back. And here's what he said last night to Eric Bolling, I believe, over on Newsmax.
The southern border is a disaster. So terrorists are coming across the border. We got 2 wars that we're kind of funding, and they want to talk about how tall you are. So, respond, please.
Well, yeah, look, Eric, this is no time for foot fetishes. We've got serious problems as a country. We've got war in the Middle East. We've got terrorists coming across our own southern border. We have an American dream that's out of reach for millions of Americans because of the Biden inflation and the high energy prices. We've got schools that are indoctrinating kids, not educating kids, and we've got cities that are being overrun by crime. And I know people want to try to divert onto other issues. I know Donald Trump and a lot of his people have been focusing on things like footwear. I'll tell you this. If Donald Trump can summon the balls to show up to the debate, I'll wear a boot on my head. This is a time for substance.
Oh, boy. Okay. Well, for those of you texting me saying don't play that clip because you should take the high road, I mean, I didn't say it. Great balls of fire. It wasn't me. It was Ron DeSantis. And it's been a tough week for Governor DeSantis. U.S. Senator Rick Scott from the Sunshine State has endorsed former President Trump. It's a big blow to Ron DeSantis. Scott had held off on any endorsement in the 2016 primary until Florida held its contest. And then after Trump won, he endorsed Trump. But this time around, he's all in for Donald Trump. Senator Scott made the case in a Newsweek op-ed yesterday that the Republican Party should unite behind Donald Trump. And he endorses Trump. He said Trump is the only guy that can get us out of the mess that this country is in right now. So Ron DeSantis says he's going to wear a boot on his head if Trump shows up. I think Trump ought to show up just so we can see Ron DeSantis with a boot on his head. That could be quite the entertaining visual. I don't know. I mean, I've got a friend telling me who was all in for Ron DeSantis, a very good friend of mine, who says, I hate to break it to everybody, it's over for Governor DeSantis. I keep saying, let the voters start voting. But a lot of people, I think, are starting to believe that this is going to be Trump and only Trump. It's over for Ron DeSantis. They're mocking the cowboy boots. Now he's talking about, body parts on TV interviews, attacking Trump. My friend says he's clearly flailing. The campaign is clearly underwater, and it's over. And Republicans ought to just accept the fact that it's going to be Donald Trump.